Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the modern surveying methods, right? So till now we saw whatever they are recording traditionally from olden days like chain, tape, compass, then theodolite, okay? So whatever instrument is there with us, we did convention, but now we are going to see the modern surveying equipment, right? So these equipments will be almost all electronic equipment, right? So it is going to work with help of the electric power, right? So where we are going to use the light, right? So normally we are going to use here the light, right? So by using the light, we are going to do the measurements. We are going to do the measurements, okay? So these measurements may be distances, right? So the distance measurements may be distance and even direction, then elevation, okay? These three are we are going to find with help of the modern surveying equipments. Those are almost electronic equipments, right? So we are going to know all the things with high accuracy. The main advantage is we are going to okay, so get values with high accuracy. Then the second advantage is less manpower is required, okay, less manpower, okay, and within less time, right, within the less time we are going to do the measurement, right? So these are the some basic advantages because of this modern surveying methods, right? So now modern surveying equipments are the instruments, right, which are going to use it for the surveying, like these four, mainly four, we will tell about these four. The first one is electronic distance measurement, right? So electronic, with help of electronics we are going to do the distance measurements. Simply it is called electronic distance measurement, and in a simple form we will write it as EDM, right? Electronic distance measurement, right? These kind of instruments are called EDM instruments. Then second thing, we are having the total station, okay? So total means all measurements we are going to do with help of the total station. That means we can do distance measurement and we are going to see the direction, that is angles, and we are going to see the elevation. Distance, direction and elevation we are going to see. Next, the third important one is GPS system, okay? So global positioning system, okay? So in our mobile phone or even in your car, there will be a system called GPS system. So with this you can have your location, okay? So on the map, on the globe, where you are located, what is your location, we are going to locate your mobile phone or you, right? So you can use it a lot. Even you can see it in the case of Google Maps, right? So to know the directions and your location on the map, okay? So here you can see the location of other persons, even you are sharing with your location, live location you can track, okay? So those things are worked based on this GPS system, okay? Next, and fourth one is automatic level, okay? So now here we are going to discuss about first three things in this. According to our syllabus, we have first three, okay, in our syllabus, right? So what is EDM, total station, then GPS, okay? Now we will see about the electronic distance measurements, right? So there are three methods of measuring distances between any two. If you are going to what is called the thing, first of all we will see some introduction for this electronic distance measurement, right? So before going to electronic distance measurement, right, so we have to know what are the different methods already there to measure the what is called distance between any two given points. For that we have the first method, that is direct distance measurement, okay? So that is called DDM, direct distance measurement. Here we are going to use either chain or tape, okay? So we are going to use the chain or tape, okay? Next, second thing is optical distance measurement, ODM, okay? So here we are going to use the tachymetry, right? So with help of angles we are going to know the distances, right? So in indirect method, right? So horizontal subtended method, telemetric method using optical waves. Like this kind of instruments we are going to know the distance. That's why it is called optical distance measurement, that is ODM. Then coming to the third one, electromagnetic distance measurement, that is EDM. Okay, so here you can call it as electronic, why? Because we are going to use the electromagnetic rays there for the measurement of distance. Okay, so this is going to be done by the instruments called geodemeter, tedirometer or distromat. Like these kind of instruments are going to use in the case of electromagnetic distance measurement. Okay, so next, electronic distance measurement or electromagnetic distance measurement. Okay, so here we are going to use the electromagnetic rays which are emitting from the instrument that is going to touch with wherever you want to measure. If you suppose A, if you have set up the instrument at A, at B point we are going to keep some surface, reflecting surface, so that the electromagnetic rays which are going to generate from here is going to travel there and it is going to touch here and it will come back again with the reflection, right? So we are going to know the total length of this, right? So by knowing the light velocity and as well as, okay, so wavelength, okay, based on this we are going to know the length between A and B. This is the basic principle, right? So in the electronic distance measurement, EDM is a method of determining the length between 2 points using the electromagnetic waves. We are going to use the electromagnetic waves. Okay, by using that we are going to know the distance between 2 points A and B. Right. Next, the distance are measured with instruments that rely on, right? So what are the basic things are here? So it is going to propagation. That means it is going to travel from this point to that point. Then it is going to reflect. Okay. So first of all, it is going to travel from this point, that is called propagation. Then what I have to do here, this has to reflect here, and then subsequent reception. Again, the instrument is going to take back, okay, whatever rays is released from here, it is going to transmit, it is going to reflect, then it come back with the help of transmission, it is going to receive here. That's why it is called reception, right? So here the distance is going to measured, right? So with the help of the propagation, reflection and subsequent reflection either by radio. Okay, what kind of rays we are going to use now? Either we are going to use the radio waves, visible light or infrared waves, right? So based on 3 type of rays we are going to measure the length between 2 points, right? So there are in excess of 50 different EDM systems available. Okay, so we have so many, but we will see some methods in this, right? So now we see EDM instruments are highly reliable and convenient pieces of surveying equipment and can be used to measure the distance of up to 100 kilometers. Even with the help of these instruments, you can measure the distance of 100 kilometers. Right? Each piece of EDM equipment available at engineer supply provides dependably accurate distance measurement. Okay, so displayed on easy to read digital screen. Okay, so we are going to have the easy to read digital screen where, okay, so the reading is going to display in front of you, right? So devices known as the total station share similarities with the theodolites and can be used to measure distances as well as the angles, right? I already told that total station, it is total, that means distances can be measured, directions can be measured, then even levels also can be measured, right? So before going into the instruments, first of all we have to know what is electromagnetic waves. So what are the different properties of it, right? So we have the electromagnetic waves. We have 2 fields, okay? So those are, one is magnetic field, another one is the electric field. So those are running at will be at 90 degrees, okay, perpendicular to each other. So light or waves are going to move like this, okay, so up and down, right? So one field is like this, another field is like this, both will be 90 degrees to each other, right? So it's like this, waves will pass, right? So this will be length of electromagnetic wave, right? So from here to here, this is the one length, right? Even trough as well as the crest, both are taking, crest and trough both are taking from here to there, whatever distance is there, that is the length of electromagnetic wave, right? So the velocity of wave in vacuum is termed as speed of light. Is denoted by a symbol small c or capital C. Okay, the value of which is presently known as the 3 into 10 power 8. Okay, the value of speed of light is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. That means per second it is going to travel this many meters. Okay, so next, the above property of electromagnetic rays wave can be represented by the relation F is equals to light, speed of light divided by, okay, this is frequency, this is lambda, wavelength from crest to trough, whatever distance is there, that is called lambda, and how many rays passing in a particular location, that is called a frequency. So this is given by hertz and lambda is going to be given in a normally in meters only. Okay, so F is the number of times the waves complete a cycle in 1 second. The frequency of the wave, that is going to give as a in hertz. The units are hertz. Next, lambda is the length travels in 1 cycle by the wave. It is going to measure in terms of meters. So with the help of this, we are going to find out the what is called length, right? So with the help of lambda, you can find the right. So the length which traveled, right? Next, electromagnetic energy, right? Electromagnetic EDM measurements use the electromagnetic energy to determine the length of the line. So that we know, right? So the energy originate at any instrument. Already I told that from instrument it is going to originate, right? It is going to originate at one end of the line and it is transmitted to a reflector. So here we are going to provide a reflector at the other end, right? So this is one point A, this is point B, this is one end and that is another end from where it is going to return, okay? So to the originating instrument. Again, the magnetic energy, electromagnetic energy will go transmit here, will get reflect here, again it will come back and it will reach to the same instrument, right? So whatever instrument here provided is called reflector, right? So total length is traveled by 2 times, okay? So that's why we are going to divide with 2 so that we are going to get the one length, right? So originally from the instrument, the nature of the reflector is dependent upon the type of EM, okay? Whatever reflector you are going to keep here, right? So that will depends upon the what type of electromagnetism you are going to use, okay? So simple theory is here, from the instrument you are going to release the light and it will go and touches the reflector, and from there the light is going to reflect back and it will reach to the same instrument. From here it is going to calculate the time, okay? What is the time of travel, right? So once going there, coming back, so that is going to be divided off, okay? So that we are going to get the length of travel from the velocity of the speed of the light, okay? So now you can see the electro-optical or infrared laser electromagnetic is used, then the reflector typically a positive device which bounces the signal back to the transmitter. If this is the transmitter now, so this is the instrument, okay? From here, this is the forward path of the electromagnetism. Here it is going to reflect back and it will come to reflected path with the back side, then it will reach to the instrument so that the time interval is calculated, right? The time from there to here, so half of the distance will become the total length of the from this point to that point, okay? Next, if the electromagnetic waves are microwaves, then the reflected is a second instrument which captures the incoming energy and retransmits back to the originating instrument, right? So if you are using here, what you have to see here, if you are using the infrared laser, if you are using the infrared laser rays, okay, reflector is enough. But if you are using the microwaves, then the reflector is a second instrument which captures the incoming energy, okay? So it is going to capture the incoming energy, then it is going to retransmit back so that the originating instrument will receive the energy here, okay? So this is the difference you have to remember, okay? Next, now you are going to enter into the topic, that is electronic distance measurement, EDM instruments, right? So what are the different types of instruments we are going to use for the electromagnetic distance measurement, right? So direct measurement of distances or the directions can be obtained by using electronic, okay? So electronic instruments, okay? So here what we are told now, So here we are going to measure the distance from one point to another point, A to B, right? So here we are going to use the electronic instruments that rely on the propagation, then reflection, then reception, right? So propagation we know, reflection, then reception, okay, of either light waves or radio waves. They may be broadly classified into 3 types, okay. So now we are going to use some light waves or radio waves of 3 types. You can see here, the first thing is infrared wave, second thing is light wave instruments, then third one is the microwaves, right? So both infrared and light waves is required the reflector, but microwave instruments will require another type of same instrument, okay? So that is the difference we have to remember. Then let's see one by one. First thing is infrared wave instruments, right? These instruments measures distances by using the amplitude modulated infrared rays, right? So when a light is going to pass over the prism, it is going to form some all kind of electromagnetics, right? So from X-rays, okay, gamma rays, X-rays, then UV, right? Then visible light, then radio waves, microwaves, okay? So we have a lot of spectrum, okay? From the spectrum we are going to see all these kind of energy, right? So in the case of what is called infrared waves, okay, we are going to use in these instruments. Then at the end of the line, the prism mounted on the target are used to reflect the waves, okay. So we are going to keep the prism at the end, right? So from one point to another point, so that it will be reflected back to the originating instrument, right? So these instruments are light and economical, can be mounted on theodolites for angular measurements, okay. So even for angular measurements also you are going to be used, okay. The range of such an instrument will be 3 kilometers and accuracy will be plus or minus 10 mm. This is the accuracy, very good accuracy, and you are going to do the measurement up to from here to there 3 kilometers distance you can do at a time, okay. So examples are wild distomats, okay. The equipment is wild distomat. Then coming to the next point, it is a very small and compact EDM, particularly useful in building constructions and other civil engineering works where distance measurements are less than 500 meters, right? So whenever the distance is less than 500 meters, we will use this kind of instruments. Then it is an EDM that makes the meaning tape redundant. To measure the distances, one has to be simply point the instrument to the reflector, touch a key and read the result, okay? Simple one. If you keep instrument here, right? Instrument here, then put the reflector there. You just sight to exactly and put one button, press one button, immediately go and come, right? Immediately we will see the reading. Okay, so these are the very simple one. So if this is there, we don't want the uses of the tape also, right? So next, light wave rays. Okay, so next type of instruments are going to work on light waves. Okay, so these are the instruments which measure the distance based on propagation of modulated light waves. We are going to use only modulated light waves. Okay, the accuracy of such instruments varies from 0.5 to 5 mm per kilometer, right? So on the distance, okay, and it has range of nearly 3 kilometers. We have range up to 3 kilometers, so we'll get that kind of what is called accuracy. Then here the instrument is going to use that is called GOD meter, right? So GOD meter is an instrument which works based on the propagation of modulated light waves, was developed by E. Beckstand of the Swedish Geological Survey in collaboration with the manufacturer of AZA of Swedish. Okay, they developed in the Sweden, right? The instrument is more suitable for nighttime observations and requires a prism system at the end of the line for reflecting the waves. Okay, so this is going to be used for the nighttime surveys. We need reflector for this. Next, microwave instruments. These instruments make use of high frequency radio waves. Okay, so here we are going to use the high frequency radio waves. We are going to use, right? So these instruments were invented in South Africa by Dr. T.L. Watley, right? So the range of these instruments is up to 100 kilometers and can be used during the both daytime and night. Okay, the instrument is telerometer, right? So it is an EDM which can be used high frequency of radio waves. Okay, so it is an highly portable instrument, can be worked 12 to 24 hours. Battery, right? So volt battery. Then it is going to use it for measuring the, right? And 2 telerometers are required, right? So that's why already we discussed, right? So one prism is not required. So 2 instruments are required. Okay, one should be stationed at each end of the line. 2 highly skilled persons, okay, to take observations are required. Then one instrument used as a master unit, and another one is as the remote unit, right? So just by pressing a button, master can be converted into remote unit, and vice versa. A speech facility communication also will be provided to each operator to interact during the measurement. This is the benefit of this, but this requires 2 instruments. Okay, it has to be kept on both sides, right? Next, we are going to see about the instruments. Okay, so wild distromat, right? So wild distromat is going to use what kind of instrument? Waves are here, right? So this is going to be like this. Okay, where we are going to use the wild distromat, right? So wild distromat is going to be used here, right? Infrared rays we are going to be used, right? So now this wild distromat, right? So is going to manufactured by the trade name called distromat. Okay, so these are the 5 types of popular models: distromat DI 1000, DI 5S, DI 3000, DI DIOR 3002, and Tachymat TC 2000. This is the electronic tachymeter, right? So you can see the instrument of distromat. So where we are going to use infrared rays, right? So you can see the telescope, and we have a battery. Then we have things to reflect and receive. This may be emitter, the another may be reflector. So the whole things will be converted into things, and we will get direct reading. Okay. So then coming to see a distromat 1000, it is very small and compact EDM, particularly useful for building construction, like civil construction and cadastral and detail survey, particularly in populated areas where 99% distances are less than 500 meters. Okay, in this case we are going to use, it is on a tape and we don't need to use any kind of tape for the distance measurement. It has a range of 500 meters for a single prism and 800 meters for 3 prisms. Okay, with an axis of 5 mm to plus or minus 5 ppm. Okay, 5 mm, right? Plus or minus 5 ppm. That again very less value in that. Okay, it can be fitted to all wide theodolates such as, okay, T2000S, T2000 like that, extra, right? Next, very important is audiometer. Okay, sir, geodemeter. Geodemeter is going to works based on the propagation of light waves, right? So it was developed by the Arduino Sweden, right? So this is going to look like this. So you can see here the panel, right? So you can see the what is called display also to read out the angles, right? So we have screws here to adjust the movement. We have handle, right? So we have a telescope here. Okay, everything is there, right? So here we have a power supply. So from power supply we given to the light source. Then it will have a modulator. Then optical system, right? So from here light is going to generate. We are going to modulate here. Then optical system will be there. From here it will go to the reflector. From reflector light coming back, and it is going to received by the optical system. Then it is going to be demodulator. Then phase difference indicator. That means once light is going, coming back, everything is going to calculate, right? So here we have a transmitter receiver system. This is the transmit receiver system. Okay. So finally we are going to see the with what time it went, what time it came. That is called phase modulation between. So because of this principle, we are going to know the length between two things. Okay. So finally we have very important called telerometer. Okay. So this is going to work based on the light called radio waves, right? So here we need two kind of equipment, these kind of things. So it is going to successfully microwave medium was developed by the Colonel Harry A. Baumann of the South African Trigonometrical Survey. Okay, so and in a laboratory of CSIR of what is called South Africa, right? So the telerometer, high frequency radio wave or microwaves are used instead of light waves, right? So here it can be worked with a lightweight 12 to or 24 volt battery. Hence, the instrument is highly portable. Okay, easily you can take it to the field. Next, observations can be taken both during as well as the night. Okay, it requires one to be stationed at each end of the line with two skilled persons to take the observations. Right. So this is about telorimeter. Two kind of instrument is required, but it doesn't require any prism. Right. So geodemeter as well as the wild stat, we need to have the wild distomat. We need to put the prism. Remaining cases we don't need. Right. So I am going to summarize the whole class now. So we have different methods to measure the horizontal distance, but nowadays we are going to have very advanced system called electromagnetic or electronic distance measurement, right? So this measurement can be done by using radio waves, infrared waves, then we have light waves. Okay, so by using this we have three types of instruments, that is wild distomat, second one is the telorimeter, and third one is geodemeter. Okay, so geodemeter. This geodemeter is going to work on the principle of visible light, right? So telorimeter is going to work on the microwaves, right? So then wild stat is going to depends upon the infrared rays, right? So these are the instruments which is going to be used for EDM. Okay, in the EDM you have the electromagnetic waves. So where we have the electromagnets is going to propagate. Okay, electric field and magnetic field will be at right angles, right? So the light will be propagated in front side, right? So with help of the light velocity or light speed, right, 3 × 10⁸ meter per second. With help of this, we are going to know the distance between the 2 points. Okay, so that's all about regarding EDM. And in the next class, we are going to discuss about the total station as well as the and then global positioning system, GPS. Right. So these are the two topics we are going to explain in the next class. That is only the pending topic from the 4th unit. Right. So thank you for today.